hold 0. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing okay. Actually, going up mostly vertical is good because we want to be mostly over our space center so we don't lose command control. Okay. We're above the atmosphere. We can extend our solar panels just to make sure we don't forget to do that because I have a habit of forgetting. And I will slowly start the burn. We are now in space officially, so I will go ahead and full burn. We don't want this to get too high, so if the apple reaches 95, I'm going to cut it, and then we're going to get closer to the apple axis and restart the burn. Because I don't want to get too high, but we do need to flatten out our orbit. Yeah, okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. How are we doing in terms of fuel and whatnot? Okay. We'll get a bit closer. We can't actually see our time to apoapsis or anything. You can see we're getting just the tiniest bits of drag still. Okay, we're gonna go for full burn. And we're gonna drain this fuel tank. Hopefully that'll get us to orbit. We don't want to lose our connection when we're still in not orbit. Whew. Thanks, Fizzpop, for believing in me. It's because of you that we were able to make it this far. Alright, we're extending this out. Extending it out. Okay. So our orbit is pretty flat. I want to get closer to the apoapsis, though. We don't want to move it as much. Oh! Are you serious? Are you serious? I just time warped us outside of the range of our antenna. We have no control now. We have no connection. I can't throttle up. I'm pushing the buttons, nothing's happening. Yeah, Fizzpop, you can ask anything. We're just chatting. We're having a good time. And I'm gonna be really horrible at this game. So I have to revert to launch because we don't have the money to try again. Whoa, that was crazy. Blah blah blah, get rid of these guys. Okay. Ask anything, we can chat about stuff. I'm gonna keep attempting to get to orbit. I broke my reverting rule, but we're actually out of money. Legitimately out of money. We have $4,000 left. And this contract only gives us something. I don't know if I can see it from that particular contract menu. Or that contract menu. That gives us some amount of money. I'm not sure how much though. Alright, I'm going to keep this way throttle down because the low throttle seemed to really work good for us on takeoff. I just got to do what I did again. I have the flight computer on, that's good. I should have programmed in the burn. I should have guessed, made a guess on how long it was going to take us to get to apoapsis and programmed in a full burn. But then if we had to stage, that would have been an issue because you can't stage without connection and you can't program in a stage. Man, we were this close. This close. Bizzpop, you asked if I was taking questions and you didn't ask a question. What's going on? Am I going to post Gmod? No, probably not. Unless there's something that comes up, like if I get a bunch of friends that want to do like TTT or something, I'm probably not going to go back to Gary's mod. I'm kind of like done with building in Gary's mod. It's just not really my thing anymore. I mean, again, maybe if I was doing multiplayer stuff it'd be different, but chances are it's not multiplayer stuff. So we'll kill rotation. Okay, and then set this for 80 and custom. Go. Hold it. Okay. We're back on track. We're doing good. Map view again. I think this time I'm just going to worry about going straight up. I'm not going to worry so much about correcting my ascent so much as I'm going to worry about just getting up into the thing. Up into the space. Space is the thing. We're not on a equatorial orbit anymore. We've drifted north. It's okay. It's fine. We're doing fine. 50. I'm just gonna hold my up and slightly over arc. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Alright, we're up over 70, so I can go ahead and kill that. And then I'll set myself to 0. Okay, so we are pretty much still straight over the Space Center, but we do have a bit of forward momentum. And our objective is to increase that forward momentum as much as we can. So, start burning to start flattening out the orbit. Once we're up above 60, mid-60s, I'm really not sure. It depends on what me and Brian want to do. I mean, we want to get to the planets, and we have plans for doing stuff with planets. So whether planets come out really soon or whether we do another 100 episodes before Planet comes out, I can't tell you. I'm not a developer of the game, so I don't have any control over when certain features come out. Okay. So we have to go very, very strong sideways, not worry about our apoapsis at all, and just get our periapsis out is the plan. Whew. And if I have to introduce a pre-programmed signal for burning at 100% and just putting this thing in a crazy orbit. Our apoapsis isn't actually climbing that much. That's great news. Burning through this fuel like a I don't know what burns a lot of fuel. Obviously a rocket does, but a thing. Okay, we're running out. We're running out. How are we doing orbit-wise? We're nearly there. Okay. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Stage. Fire. Ooh. Periapsis, get it up above 70. 60. 70. Yay! Okay. We are in a stable orbit. What does our contract say? Orbit Kerbal for 40 minutes. Okay, that's good. We're there. We have a stable orbit. Did I deploy solar panels? I did deploy solar panels. That's excellent. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start scanning. Thanks for stopping by, Fizz Pop. Thank you for watching my channel and stuff like that. I'm glad you have an interest in what I'm doing. Peace. Okay, there we go. We're in space, and we'll just set ourselves to no, we lost our connection, so we can't change our orientation or anything. There we go. You can see we're scanning the planet. Beep 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 beep. We're only ever gonna scan the equator, so it is rather pointless, but we will scan that equator good. So let's just fast forward time. Watch it here in map view, it's more interesting. I gotta be in satellite range to do the science experiments as well. So I can beam back the results. Look at that. Never lost any electric charge going around the sun. What's this? Oh, yep. Stage was destroyed. I'm coming back around. We've almost done a full lap. Planet is rotating under us, so this is around here is where we entered orbit or whatever. And we should finish up this contract roughly above the Space Center. I'm gonna slow down because now we can queue up all of our science, and you can see all of the instruments pop out. There's our magnometer. There's our telescope taking its readings, and we're gonna just transmit it all back. Getting a bunch of science in. take more mountain readings with our telescope. Grasslands with the telescope as well. Get a lot of data from that telescope. And we should get shores. And water. And let's check our SCANSat. We've done a full loop. No telemetry information though. Here we go. See, we've done the full loop now. So that's that. How much fuel do we have? We have a bit of fuel. I suppose I could put this thing on a slightly tilted orbit. So while I'm in range here, I can go ahead and set this to orbital radial? No, normal. To normal. And then if I start burning a bit, you should see the line start to tilt. And I want to try and tilt this thing. Let's watch our numbers. We'll make sure we don't fall. Okay, our periapse is actually going up. That's good. I want to try and tilt this thing about as much as I can, apparently. So this thing's now out of fuel. That is fine. I'm going to go ahead and tell this thing to just power off the flight computer. So now, as it loops around, it'll eventually, as the planet spins around it, and as it follows this one path, it'll scan a band of the planet from here down to here, which will be a bit more than if it was just the equator. So ideally, you want to put this thing in a polar orbit, so it's going up and down, and then as the planet spins around it, it will just go up and down and scan every single part of the planet over and over again. So you can see here, as we start to move, I'll keep this map up, and we'll do this. You'll see it's starting to increase our band there around the planet. And so it'll just keep drawing these horizontal lines. Well, by horizontal lines, it's going to do like a wavy motion across the screen. And eventually it'll wave so that it's a solid band. Basically is how that's going to work. But we've completed our orbit thing, so we got 62,000. Yay, we bought another launch or two. That's great. That's great. Okay. And we can now head back to the Space Center, because this is pretty much, that's covered. That is all done. We have 85 science to which to buy things with. Okay, so we got our basic science parts, which gave us the reflectrons that we needed. We could buy an even bigger dish, or even better solar panels. We could buy some more science bits and some rover parts. But what we really need is this advanced rocketry, because we definitely want the Terrier engine. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And we're 5 short away from getting another item on this section. And I'm not even sure what I'd want to grab, to be perfectly honest. Let's take a look at what contracts we have. Obviously we can only set one because we're still holding on to this remote tech one. So let's see here. A manned record. Send an unkerbled vessel into orbit and scan Kerbals. Yeah, okay. So this is an actual, they want us to do the scan thing. They want it to be called Maxwell 1. It's going to be unmanned. It's going to have the altimetry sensor. And we need to have low resolution altimetry scans of 50% of the planet. And optional is to achieve this orbit, which will give us a little bit extra money, but we're really not going to do that. Here's another one for going into a polar orbit, which actually pays out a whole lot more money than the altimetry one. This basically pays for the launch itself, so we could put up another altimetry scan, and then we could just auto-complete this one once we've put it in polar orbit. That might be a thing we want to do. We get 26,000 for completing this in flight. It's not really a good idea, though. Test at the launch site for a bit of money. Test landed for a bit of money. Yeah, okay. What do you people in chat I don't even know how many of you are left here. Not a whole lot, it seems like, are left watching. Go ahead and suggest anything. Anyone? Anyone have any ideas? Not really enough people to run a poll, otherwise I'd poll you guys. No, okay. Chat's quiet, so I guess we want to do this polar orbit mission. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. Ooh, that is quite far away. We do not have the current part system to get that far away. I suppose we could do some rejiggering of the one we just launched. Try and get more parts out of it. Maybe less science experiments. Maybe just a dedicated altimetry probe. That's possible. That's possible. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Your name is Davros? Davros? I'm not sure how you want to pronounce the AE there you've inserted in the middle. It's fine if you send me watch. I'm gonna go for this polar orbit. I'm gonna attempt it. It's got some ridiculous requirements on the orbit though. Ridiculous. Okay, let me check a look. Is there anything in here that would be beneficial? RCS fuel is not beneficial. No way we're getting up to 90. Parachutes and life support, not beneficial at all. Command modules, not beneficial at all. Maybe some of these would be beneficial. The stacks, maybe doing like a tri-stack or a bi-stack or something would be better. Dravos, okay. Dravos. I'll try to remember that. But we're 5 science short. Well, 4.1 science short. So that means it's time for a trip of the science car. The science car. Boo ba doo boo doo, driving the science car. That's my new hit single, Science Car. Coming to iTunes soon. Boop, wheelie. Science car at night. Valentina's doing some night driving. So we'll go down this ramp and we'll head for the astronaut complex. Okay, I don't need you, I don't need you. I do need you. I'm braking. I'm braking. You don't want to hit these ramps going too quick because they are very, very steep. So our administration, is it the astronaut? Yeah, okay, it's the astronaut complex that just sort of counts as KSC. It's the only building that's like its own, not its own place. But we can head over here to R&D. Does it sound like Bill Nye? Man, I would love to be compared to Bill Nye. Whoa! Okay, we did a massive jump there and exploded that engine. Yeah, there's some science on the launch pad as well. So let's go ahead. Crew report, magnetometer, mystery goose, seismic scan, temperature scan. And we'll just keep all that data, and since we're here, we'll EVA report. We'll board that. We'll cover everything except the engine I exploded. That's a waste of money. I wasn't paying attention, I was reading the chat. Bam! We got some science points. Yay! And Valentina got her experience point. Yay! So we're going to unlock general construction as well. That's good. And that opens us up to this advanced construction, which has a lot of cool parts in it. There's just some really awesome stuff in this, in these mods. So you can see here, like, we got the ground pylon and we got a spare parts container, which allows you to bring 500 rocket parts with you for doing repair work. Oh, LS Gaming! Hey, buddy, welcome. Oh, you guys are in my dish cabinet. That's cool. If you like that video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos from me, you can go ahead and subscribe. Just click the little button. You'll get new videos from me Monday through Friday, delivered right to your sub feed. It's a pretty awesome deal. And if you're feeling extra generous, I have a Patreon page. There's a link to that in the description. You can go ahead and leave a couple of bucks, and it'll help support me so I can make more content. You'll notice that I've got a couple of goals in order to do like 2 videos a day, videos on the weekend, including some live streaming on the weekends. It'll be great if you could do that, but you don't have to. It's totally optional. Just if you're super awesome and supportive, you can go ahead and do that. Anyway, I've blabbled on enough, and I will see you guys next time.